Hi everyone, this is your friend Vijadav back with another video in the Clark University series. In this video, we are going to talk about the Upgrad program. So a lot of you have been asking me questions on my YouTube channels, LinkedIn profiles, as well as a couple of my colleagues in the university itself, that if you want to take admissions in the Clark University via the Upgrad program, how should you do it? Is it good enough? Is it worth it or not? So in this video specifically, we are going to talk about the Upgrad program. If you know me, I make videos around Clark universities. So if you're someone who is looking for admissions in Clark universities or in US, consider subscribing because I create content like informative content around Clark universities, and then that would definitely help you. So going ahead and introducing Hrithik, I'll ask him to introduce himself, and then after that we'll start with the video directly. So Hrithik, welcome to the channel. Now you may go ahead and introduce yourself, and then let's start the video.
Yeah, first of all, thanks a lot for inviting me. So I'm Hrithik. I'm from Delhi, India, and I had done my undergrad in computer science and engineering, and after that I have a 3 years of work experience, and right now I'm pursuing my master's in data analytics here.
So you have joined Clark University in this semester itself. How is it going for you now?
Yeah, it's going great. Like, it's a fall time, so I'm enjoying it right now.
Wow, that's a nice thing. So when I came, it was spring semester, so it was all covered in snow. Now,
Yeah.
if you see, it's
Actually,
all
I've
fall
seen
semester.
that. I've seen your lot of vlogs and all, and
Yeah.
before, like, prior to coming here, also, like, for everything about the what should we things we should carry to the US and about the whole process and all. So
Yeah, I hope that was helpful. So I used to make videos, and Hrithik was back in India, so he reached out to me via LinkedIn, I think.
Yes.
And then he was watching my videos, so that's how we met, and now he's finally on campus. So he has actually reached to university via Upgrad program. So when you guys were asking me questions, I thought it's a good option to collaborate with someone who has a first-hand experience with Upgrad themselves to take admissions in Clark University, go through their program, and then someone reliable and someone informative to share their experience actually, instead of me talking about something which I haven't experienced myself. So that's the whole purpose of making this video. So stick till the end. We will be answering all of your questions that you have posted on my YouTube channel, as well as a lot of questions that is been coming up from so many people, that what should they look for, what should they talk about whenever Upgrad is being considered for them to take admissions in any of the universities in USA, as well as different places too. But again, for this video, we'll limit to Clark University, and then let's get started with it. So first question, or first of all, let's give a little introduction about the Upgrad program itself. So Hrithik, what exactly is Upgrad program? How did you how did you got introduced to Upgrad, and then how was your application process via Upgrad to take admission in Clark University?
Yeah. So actually, I come to know about the Upgrad from one of my colleague. Okay.
Yeah.
So like Upgrad provides various executive certifications and degrees for the students, and like one of my colleague had actually done the executive PG in data science from up through Upgrad, and after that he had done a successful transition to become a data scientist at Cognizant Mumbai. So after connecting with him and all, I was also started with this advanced certification in data science from Triple IT Bangalore. So I had started with it, and like it was good. Like they had to start from very basic and all, like from all the because actually a lot of students who are coming into this data science field because of the various job roles, the data analyst, business analyst, and data scientist, and very good packages and all. So they are coming from very vast domain and all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why actually they are starting from very basic and all, with the programming language and all, and then they had started with the mathematical concepts which I use in data science, and that's the maths behind the machine learning models.
Yeah.
And
so all this were part of your certification program which you were already pursuing, that is from the Triple IT Bangalore, right? So you're already pursuing that, and once you were in the course, then that's where you came to know about Upgrad, right? In middle of the course.
Yeah. In the middle of that, I came to know about the Upgrad Abroad. So so with Upgrad Abroad is that the main thing is, there are some universities around the world, okay, like UK, US, Canada, Germany, Ireland, and all. Okay, so they have some universities who are ready to give me a good scholarship, and are so good courses waive off to complete my come here and complete my masters as soon as possible, and apply for the PT time in which I can work here. Okay, so then I came when I came to know about that. So I actually liked it. Like it's a good deal. Okay, it's a good selling point that I can also like make my whole advanced certification to a full master's degree
Yeah.
once I reach here.
Yeah.
Okay, and also it will be a lot affordable for me.
Yeah.
On the affordability factor.
Yeah, we'll talk more about affordability factor, application process, tuition fees, accommodation in USA, post degree completion support. So we'll talk about everything till the end of the video. So once you enrolled into this program via Upgrad, so what exactly or how long is that duration, and what all do you learn while you are in India?
So the duration for this advanced certification part was of 8 months.
Yeah.
Okay, and they had started starting with the programming language and all, and
Yeah.
then they had slowly and slightly they started with the other concepts of mathematics, and
Yeah.
then the machine learning. Then in between that we have like case studies and projects also. Okay, like different type of project like linear regression model. Okay. Classification, regression, time series forecasting.
Okay.
So those kinds of case studies and projects I had done in mid of it.
So this is specific to data science, let's say, right? Because you are coming from MSDA degree. I'm also from MSDA degree. So that's why they are teaching you all these courses. So if someone takes some other courses also, let's say project management or computer science, they will be having some different courses which is more relevant to their program, right? Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
So for 8 months you went through all these courses and everything, right? So
Yeah.
for example, let's say given a situation, I am someone who's working in the industry, let's say full time, I'm a professional job, or I am someone who's not from IT background, or I'm from some other background, but now I want to make a transition to data science career, or I'm someone who's working full time, but I need to pursue master's degree from abroad.
Yeah.
So is this the moment that I decide to go through Upgrad, and how do they actually help you in achieving this thing?
Yeah. So like if you have like there are two ways, like either you are coming from a different background, okay,
Yeah.
not from specific to the IT field and all, then also you can apply for it. And even if you are in the IT field and want to do some transition and coming to from other domain like cybersecurity
Yeah.
and all to this data domain, so then also it's a good choice to do. Okay. And after that like in the abroad part, in which like at my point of time, like I have only like options of only two university, like one was the Clark University and one was Yeshiva University, which is in
Yeshiva
New York.
University.
But today I see that they have connections with a lot of universities. They have done the tie up and all.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this means that if you are enrolling through Upgrad program, they will definitely help you to get admissions into these universities with whom they have tied up, right? So is there, now let's talk about the application process. So this step is like someone who has applied directly to Clark University, that is me. So I applied to Clark University back in November or December when I was planning to pursue my master's, and I came in January. So I applied to Clark University directly. I did not go through Upgrad. And now you have come through Upgrad to Clark University.
Yeah.
So we'll have to talk like how different is the application process. So could you guide us, like once you have enrolled in this program, you are going through that 8 months of training. So after you complete that, do you have to fill any application form with Clark University directly? And did you have to pay anything as an application process fee, or is everything included when you go through Upgrad program? And then what exactly is the cost of all those things?
Yeah. So actually the thing is like all the process fees and all for all the thing from starting from a learning of the advanced certification till me landing in the US, like all the things were covered, and there was a fees of like approximately 3 lakhs in that. Apart from that, I have paid just for the my two forms like DS 160 and my visa slot booking fees. So that's the only part which I had paid from my side.
Okay.
But apart from the everything, like all the service and all, like learning part, they have like Upgrad Buddy, they say, who will help you with all the process and all. And then they had after the advanced certification part, when that was completed, so they had started with my like academic application. Okay, so they had started with my application for the Clark University. They had filled it up for me, And after that, I have received offer letter from the university that okay, you are getting like 30% scholarship and 2 course waiver off. Means like if normally I have came here, so then in that case I have to do like whole 10 courses, which is required to complete this master's degree. But I just need to do only the 8 courses here.
8 courses because you're coming through Upgrad program.
Yeah, because I'm coming through Upgrad program and I have a prior good knowledge of this data field with my advanced certification part, which I had done during my job. So based on that knowledge, they are providing me this scholarship and course waiver off.
Okay, got it. So that's the application process of someone who comes from Upgrad. And is the 30% of scholarship which you mentioned and 2 course waiver off is applicable to everyone who comes through Upgrad to Clark University?
Yes, that will be there.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's there. For someone who is applying directly, like me, so when I applied back in November, I had to fill an application form from Clark University website. So that application form will have some fees, probably $75, which could get waived off even if you are applying directly in certain cases, not in every cases. So in my case, I think I had some prior experience. That was one of the reasons, and I had one good friend here already in Clark University who she helped me a lot to fill the form, to get accommodation here nearby. So I'll talk more about that. So that's how I applied directly. Like I had to fill an application form myself to Clark University, and then I submitted that. So within a week or 2 weeks, I got the confirmation based on my application, like all the documents I submitted, all my application, as in what career I had in the past, what is my experience, all those I had to submit. And then once you get the offer letter, like college acceptance letter, which I received probably in 2 weeks, the decision was made from university that okay, your application is approved, and then you get the admission. And after that, I got an offer letter, and I had to accept that offer letter within a week. And once I accept the offer letter, I had to pay like $500 as a deposit to reserve my seat if I apply directly. And then once I do that, I can I can go for the visa process, I can book my travel ticket, and then I can be in the US as I plan. So that's how my application process was. And this $500 deposit which I paid is definitely used into some other is used as a part of my fees once I reach and start my semester.
Yeah, they settle it up in that.
They settle it up exactly. Yeah. So that's what my application process was. Okay, so once you finish your training of 8 months, right? So how is that different once you reach on campus? Why? Because let's say semester or your curriculum, how does your curriculum look if you come through Upgrad or if you apply directly? So let's say if I apply directly, to complete any master's degree, you have to finish 10 courses here in the Clark University, right? Yeah. So for me, I have to complete those 10 courses, which is like 1 credit. This is how Clark measures it. So to be eligible to graduate, you have to finish 10 courses, okay? Yeah. And then the cost of every course is like $3,000 for one, like for MSDA. So that's how I calculate my tuition fees as well, which will come to the next question. So curriculum wise, I have to finish 10 courses to be eligible to get graduated. And in some cases, you can also get an course waiver off, which purely depends on the past experience you hold, right? Yeah. So in my case, I have 6 years of experience as a data scientist. So I used to work in India, Indonesia as a data scientist. So I had this 6 years of long experience, and based on that, I had to do essay writing here to prove that I have the eligibility. I fulfill all the requirements of the course outcomes, and in that case, there is a committee who does the assessment of your application for the course waiver off, and once you are approved, only then you get a course waiver off. So that's what is in my case, unlike the Upgrad one which you mentioned that you get by default, right? If you go through that 8 months of training from them. So that's what happens in my case. And then if I have to graduate, as I said, if you have the course waiver off, you can complete your masters within after 8 courses as well. Otherwise you have to complete the whole 10 courses, right? So that's what happens in my case. Every semester I will take either of 3 courses, which is a good option, or you can also take 4 courses, which I wouldn't recommend because it gets very hectic by the end of the semester because you have so many assignments, you have so many midterm exams going on. So I would always recommend 3 courses per semester. But again, to complete a course, I'll have to go through 2 years of duration. Or at least if you get a waiver off, you have to spend at least 1.5 years on campus, which is exactly what I'm doing, right? So how is that different for you coming through Upgrad?
It is Actually, not that much different. Okay, it's just that based on our prior learning, which we had done in our advanced certification, but back in India. So based on that degree, we are getting course waive off.
Yeah.
Okay, because we have a prior good experience on those topics like Python, like courses like Python and database management from information technology.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why those courses are waived off for us. And it's just that we are studying with the students who had came from the last semester here.
Yeah.
Okay, so currently we are like studying with them right now. The other subjects should be
All
there.
right. Okay.
And apart from that, like we had a good like knowledge also of all those topics which are required in this data analytics. So it is always it's like a plus point for us right now.
So what would you say? Are you in the first semester or in the second semester?
Actually, typically I should say like I'm in the second semester.
Okay.
Okay, because I think in US it's more about completing the credits than being in the semester.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, if you complete your courses, if you complete your requirements within like 3 semester or 6 semester, it's totally on you. A normal graduate student would finish like within 2 years, 4 semesters, as like taking 3, and then in the last semester probably you take internships and everything.
Yeah.
So with Upgrad, as you said, like you went through 8 months of training, right?
Yeah.
And then how many course after going through that training program? How many course are you required to do on campus now?
I just need to complete my 8 courses.
8 courses and not 10, as what normal student would do who's applying directly,
Yeah.
or if they don't get the waive off. So you have to do 8 courses. So are you planning to take 4 courses in one semester and then the remaining 4 courses in another semester? Is that your plan?
Actually, my previous plan was to complete my whole degree of 8 courses in 4 and 4.
Yeah.
Okay, but then actually I have discussed with my counselor. Okay, so what he had recommended me is that you can take 3 courses right now and then 4 in the next semester, and the remaining 1 course I could take as an internship during the summer time, which is the month of June, July and August, because it's a very good time for finding the internship and all, and then directly I can convert it into a full-time job opportunity.
Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
that
I'm
happens.
focusing on that.
Okay, that's a good plan then. That is a good plan. That's your plan, right?
Yeah,
so in
it's
my
good.
case, as I said, I would do 3, and in last semester probably I have an internship or capstone. So even I would be applying for internships in the last semester. Let's see. So that's the thing. So if you come through Upgrad, you have this 8 courses to be done on campus, right? Yeah. So if you come through Upgrad, you already have paid some money to go through that 8 months of training, right? And then they are providing you support for some additional things. So you pay some money there.
Yeah.
And how much do you have to pay here on campus for the rest of 8 courses as a tuition fees in your course? In your way of coming through Upgrad, because that is different for me as I apply directly. So in my case, so how do we calculate tuition fees? You have to go and check your specific course price whenever you on the Clark website. So you need to complete 10 courses, right? So you can just multiply that by 10, and that's your total tuition fee. For example, I am pursuing MSDA. Each course costs $3,000. So my total tuition fee would be $30,000, excluding all the scholarship or course waiver. That is just variable which you can have, and it is different for everyone. So that's how the base price is for the tuition fees. So tell me one thing. So how much would you pay for 1 year now as a tuition fee? Is it like 8 into whatever the course is?
Yes, I have calculated it, and it is approximately like 17K.
Oh, that makes sense.
For my whole like master's tuition fees.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So as you said, right, you have the 30% scholarship.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I already got that scholarship.
So maybe if someone is applying directly, even I have a scholarship, so I have some scholarship based on my experience and my application process. So you might be eligible for some scholarship too, and that can vary from any percentage actually, which has been awarded to you by the department, right?
Yeah.
So even I have some scholarship. So in my case also, that can be reduced to a certain amount from the total tuition fees. Now you are saying that whatever your course fee is, let's say $3,000, and that could be multiplied by 8, right? So that will be approximately for $24,000.
Yeah.
On $24,000, you will have 30% of scholarship. Oh, that's good then. So you can reduce some price there, and then I think you have to spend only 1 year on campus, right?
Yeah.
So that will save a lot of living expenses, cost of expenses. That's the one point that I keep hearing when I hear about Upgrad. So what's about that?
So see, that's the main part actually. Okay, apart from getting the scholarship and 2 course waive off, okay, I'm also reducing the duration of a master's. Okay, so instead of coming and doing it for 1.5 to 2 years here and like paying making some other expenses or living costs and all for the extra year, and definitely health insurance. You also know that it's really expensive here.
It's expensive, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm actually saving that cost also. Okay, so that is also main factor behind the whole making my masters more affordable for me.
Okay, so this is the benefit if you come through Upgrad.
Yeah.
So okay, so again, like guys, it's what do you want to choose? So I'm not gonna like completely promote, or it's not the promotional video, of course. It's just a experience that Hrithik is sharing because he is coming through Upgrad and I have applied directly. So we are trying to see what's the difference and what are the similarities. So it's you can see it in this way. Like I personally want to spend more time on campus. So that's my choice, right? I can spend 2 years on campus. You can enjoy college life. You can enjoy your other activities which you do in the college. You can spend the 2 years whole for your master's degree. That's your choice. And but that comes with a cost. So now I have to spend a whole year of cost of living, insurance, which I have to definitely take here in USA, and then my tuition fees is of course applicable as it is, right? So Hrithik, you might save that. So that's what he's saying. Like you will save that 1 year of cost of living, health insurance, and all that cost if you do through Upgrad, because you can complete the rest of the courses here in USA within 1 year. Yeah. So that's a benefit. Of course, it's a benefit if you are trying to come through Upgrad. So it has its own trade-offs, right? Okay, that makes sense then. Apart from that, is there any other benefit from the perspective of cost, or you can earn from India while you're working there, or how is it?
Yeah, my advanced certification degree, which I was learning at that point of time. So I was doing my job also. Okay, so it's like learning and earning type of thing. Okay, so I was also getting my like experience letter at that point of time, and I was learning. Okay, and I'm managing both things. But at the end, it's good.
Yeah, it makes sense. So you can actually earn also while you're learning within that first year, because you might know, right? Because
so it's not like that I had left my job and just came here. Okay, it's like I was earning also at that point of time.
Okay, that makes sense. So as you know, like if you are in the US, if you're on your F1 status visa, right? So you cannot work off campus or anywhere else apart from your on campus jobs, which is limited to 20 hours per week of the work, right? And you get paid hourly. So in this case, if you're in the US F1 status visa, you cannot work off campus. So that's one thing, that you have to be a full-time student. In your case, you're saying that the first year which you are taking this training, you can actually keep your job, right? You can actually keep making money or be on your job, and then So that's what I'm saying. It's a trade-off. You want to be a complete student, be on campus, experience the college life, do all the activities here, or you can be on your job, which is actually a good option too. To be honest, I'm not saying that it's a bad option, or to be a student is a good option much as compared. It's both, but it's a good thing that you have both options now, right? You can be a professional, you can keep working, and then you are going through a training period, and then once that is done, for the next year you can be on campus, and this is what exactly Upgrad is facilitating to all of you, right? Okay, so that's what exactly Upgrad is all about. So apart from that, like does Upgrad also helps you in any way to make this transition from your life in India to moving on campus in USA? So do they provide any other support to you, being your facilitator, like in visa, or to travel, or to plan your travel apart from that? Because that could be different from someone who has applied directly, right? Because in my case, I was in Indonesia for the last 3 years, right? So when I was in Indonesia, I applied for my visa from Jakarta itself. And then once my visa was approved, I went back to India for 15 days, and then I planned all my travel by myself. I found my accommodation here by myself. I did all the things that I had to do to settle here in the USA near Clark campus all by myself. So does Upgrad provide any support to you in this way?
Yes, they had like after my like advanced certification part was completing. So at that point of time, they had started with my application process. Okay, so they had started with my like application process. They had applied from my side to the university. They had helped me with the SOPs, LORs which are required. Okay, and apart from that, the GRE GMAT was actually like waiver for us because of our this experience in advanced certification degree. Okay, so that's why I think mostly it is required to be a master's students here in US. So that was actually waived off. Then they had to start applied after receiving the offer letter from the university. So after that, they had assigned me a visa counselor to do all the processes related to visa, like all the forms and all, DS-160, I-20 loan process. Okay, see those kinds of things, and then interviews and all. Okay, so for those kinds of things, they had assigned a counselor.
So
for me.
they do provide some support in these terms, like they can provide some concept just to make you ready. That's it, a little bit on a like just to prepare you once for the interview.
So that I don't need to hassle about those things. I can focus on my studies. And they had also conducted sessions on like residential housing, off-campus housing, okay, and those kinds of things. So yeah, they had supported on that part also, like how can we search for them for the off-campus housing. Okay, how's the living around here? Okay, about the city of Worcester.
Okay. So, so what I understand is like, of course, they did guide you through certain sessions and certain webinars, I believe, which is happening in Clark itself, right?
Yeah.
So that's the kind of support they provide when it comes to accommodation help and, but not like specifically finding a home and then telling, okay, this is where the home is, and then they will find you home and then you just have to move in. Not that kind of support, right?
Yeah, that's not that much hassle, I think, because
It's difficult to find home. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's definitely difficult.
Normally they introduce us with all the like all the websites which are there, like Jump Off Campus and housing.com, those kinds of website, okayapartments.com.
Got it.
So from that we came to know about it, and after that, and anyways, like the university itself creates some WhatsApp group and all for all the students, like Facebook group and all. Okay, so they are mostly students like connect with each other. Okay, I'm coming from here, and okay, let's book a house and all.
Yeah.
So that's why that's how I also like ended up like with my roommates and all by connecting with them.
Okay, because finding accommodation here in Worcester near Clark campus is a little challenging thing. Okay, I'll be very honest with you.
Okay.
So you have to go through so many like. At least you should have connections, or you can go and search on the Jump Off Campus portal to find accommodation near Clark campus, that's why I asked. It's a very complicated thing. It's a very time-taking thing, and then that's what I was asking. Like, does Upgrad also has a team to help you with that? Because that would be like very good. But again, I think that's just not possible to do that much because, as I said, it's very competitive. And then there are resources. These resources are definitely helpful. That is in webinar from universities, talking to the faculty here, and then getting in touch with the residential housing team, admissions team to plan your accommodation finding journey. So that's also one thing. But again, like in case you want to learn more about how to find housing near Clark campus, I already have made some videos, Jump Off Campus video I have made. In that video, I explain like step-by-step process that you have to follow to find home nearby Clark campus, how to apply that, how to approach certain owners. Do not get into scams because a lot of scams happen here when it comes to accommodation, doing anything in USA. I know personally a couple of students who came this semester. They encountered certain scams. It happened. So definitely watch those videos, be educated, or at least you make use of these resources which Clark University shares. Upgrad is also sharing, that you have to be aware of these things. So again, if you need any help with that, you can check the other videos I have made already. Also, when all of these things are taken care of, you have accommodation, you have admissions, you have the offer, you are all set, you have booked your plan, you have to book your travel tickets now. So someone also asked me on my YouTube channel that how should you plan your travel? Like how early should you travel to the campus? Like 1 month before, 15 days before. What's the ideal time that you should actually keep in your mind? So in my case, when I actually got the offer letter and I was sure that I'm going to Clark University, USA to pursue a master's degree, I was in Indonesia and I had just 1 month of time to travel back to India, pack my bags, and then come to USA. So in my case, I landed on the day my lectures were getting started, right? Because it also affects your I-20 actually. So you have to make sure that you reach before the date of your start of the class. So that's very important. So it's always ideal, I would say, for someone who's coming to university, that you need to at least reach 15 days prior to your first day of lecture so that you have some time to go around your campus, go around the city itself, find accommodation if you haven't already. So all those things take some time. Start your bank account actually once you're here. Take new SIM cards, take all those things, right? So basically the 6 things to do when you land here and you say, I made a video on that. So basically to do those things actually once you reach on campus. For that, you need some time. So I would say like 15 days is the ideal time to travel before your class start date. And then I think that's the good thing. So what do you think? Does Upgrad like guide you in any way that what's the ideal time to travel to USA, or how did you plan your travel here?
It's good to be here like at least 1 week prior to your starting of the class.
At least a week.
Yeah, at least a week, so that you can like do the shopping and all. Okay, the which required for the housing, and apart from that, open the bank account. Okay,
Yeah, correct.
those kinds of things.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So at least you should take that much time range.
All right. So, I mean, to sum up, guys, I would say 7 days is good. You can actually take 15 days to reach here in USA. So do one thing, watch that video, 6 things to do before USA, so you will know exactly what all things to do, right? So based on that, you can actually make it a plan that, okay, this is all the things that needs to be done once I land here, right? So you probably will have time if you land right at least 7 days or 15 days before once you reach to your campus on university. So that's all about it. Now, I think this is all we had to talk about in this video. Probably we will make more videos. So if you guys have like more doubts, very specific questions, do post below this video in the comment section. Share this video with your friends who are planning to do all these things. So in the end, I would like ask you, Hrithik, that what do you think, like, is going through Upgrad, because you have been on campus now for a couple of months now.
Yeah.
You also met a lot of friends here. So you have been a very active student until now. So do you think, in your opinion, that coming through Upgrad is a worthy choice, and why exactly? Because I can share my experience, that is it, how different is that for me?
So I think, see, if you want to make your like US dream come true, and you want to make that master's degree more affordable for you, and you just need to start working as soon as possible with the learning. Okay, so that's in that way I think Upgrad Abroad is the best option.
Yeah.
Okay, because you can save a lot of cost of the living and all. You can get the scholarship course way off, and even prior to that also, while you are learning, you are also getting like experience letter for that duration also.
Okay.
So for a working professional like us, it's a good option.
Well, yeah, well said then. That's a good reason to choose Upgrad if you are looking at the affordability of it, because you definitely save 1 year of cost living, 1 year of health insurance, which approximately is a lot.
2,000K, I think.
2,000K for the insurance, and of course 2,500 to 2,500 for health insurance, and living expense I would say $1,000 per month, right? So if you are saving, so it's like around $12,000, or at least on an average $10,000 you will save being in India, going through this program. But again, that's one of the reasons to choose. That's one of the way to look at it. The way I look at it, or this is the another way, is that I enjoy being on campus. So I applied directly. I came here. I had to live on campus for 2 years. That's why I have to spend more, of course. My cost of living is included for that 1 year. I have to go through 2 years of program. I have to live here on campus for 2 years. But that's the student life, right? So if you want to enjoy the student life as well, you have to do so many activities on campus. You have to go through just USA time, basically. So that's also one way of looking at it. But again, you have to incur the cost of your living. You have to bear all that price. But if not, if you are some working professional, or let's say you cannot dedicate that much time to the university, probably this is also a good option to be in be in India, keep working on your job, go through this online program through Upgrad, and then of course you will land to the campus after 1 year. So because this question comes, that is it worth enough? Is it safe enough? Is it actually true? Because it's not a scam or something, because who knows
like that.
Who knows, because students, they have a skeptical mind, of course. Even I would have that, and I brought Hrithik on this channel to talk about this thing specifically because he's the one who has experienced Upgrad program firsthand, right? Because I'm not going to talk about something which I haven't experienced myself, right? So that's why we're having this conversation, and he's an example, and couple of more students that I've met on campus. So I have met like 5 to 6 students on campus till now who have came to Clark University this semester through Upgrad. So before that, I have not met anyone. So that's why I was not aware of it too. So that's why he has first-hand experience. And then I hope this conversation, his experience, his information is helpful for you guys to decide whether you want to choose Upgrad program for your future education. You want to choose that route, or you can also apply directly and spend the whole time on campus. So this is one of the way you have to look at it. Now, if it's worthy or not, you have to decide by yourself, because now you know both the sides. You know the benefits, you know the cons and everything, if there is any, but you know the situation of both the sides. You know the process of both the sides, so you can decide that for yourself, I think. And apart from that, if you have any further questions, any feedbacks, or any doubts, do feel free to post that in the comment section. Reach out to Hrithik or me on LinkedIn, Instagram, or YouTube channel itself in the comment section, and we will definitely try to reach out to you again. And this is one of the videos. I am sure we are gonna make more videos like this. There are more students whom I can bring on this channel. I can ask them to share their experiences. All right, so I hope this conversation between me and Hrithik was helpful for you. And if you did enjoy watching this video, if you gained some information from this video, consider subscribing this channel, because I am intending to plan more videos on this channel around Clark University as well as universities around USA to provide you with such information which will be helpful for you to decide your journey if you want to pursue masters in USA. So I think that's all, Hrithik, and thank you very much for your time to make this video and sharing all the valuable information. So again, thanks a lot for the information and your time, and I hope you enjoy watching this video. Anything if you want to add in the end, Hrithik, you can add, otherwise we can wrap it up.
Thanks for inviting.
Yeah, so yeah, thank you again for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. Consider subscribing. Do not leave without subscribing, okay?